guys, we're back again with a new video. So today's video is more of an informative type of video, so it's already focusing there. Thank you. It's a more informative video, so it's going to be tips on how I grew my chest. So we're going to get straight into the video. So tip number one, you're going to warm up your rotator cuff. Now, it's very important to warm up your rotator cuff, as this acts as a stable base for your shoulder muscles, your chest muscles to work on. So if you want to reduce injury and strengthen your pressing movements in general, warm up your rotator cuff muscles. If you guys want a video on that, comment down below if you guys are interested in that. Or if you go on my Instagram and you can just check out one of my posts where I'll go through my favorite shoulder warm-up exercises. Tip number two is you want to stick to fundamental exercises. For example, for me, it's bench press. By sticking to your fundamental exercises, you can really track your progression over time. Variety is good, but you don't want to overdo your variety. Stick to the basics and execute them with good form. So tip number three kind of ties into tip number two. So with your basic fundamental movements, you want to make sure you execute them with good tempo. Really control the eccentric. For me, that made the biggest difference. I used to just lift weights. You know, that's the concentric portion of the movement, right? So when your muscles shorten, you really want to focus on controlling the eccentric portion when your muscles execute. Now that's where most of the muscle damage or the DOMs commonly occur. Hate talk, I'm so out of breath, but control the weight, control the tempo and eccentric portion properly. Tip number three. Guys, tip number four, you want to make sure to structure your workout pretty consistently. So you want to start off with compound movements. where it requires a lot of energy. So for example, we did the bench press, the incline dumbbells. Now I'm going to move on to a more isolation movement, requires more squeeze, focus. It's a bit lighter weights, but the main point here is to focus on the squeeze. So that's what you want to do, start off with the compounds and with the isolation. So I do that all the time with chest. My favorite movement is our front. Alright guys, so tip number five, last and final tip, is increase the intensity of your workout. Right, you can do multiple ways to increase intensity. For example, drop sets, supersets, all of the above, increase the weight. So basically what I'm saying, progressively overload, very important for the chest and all muscles in general. So what I love to do, which ties in from tip number four, with isolation movements, is do heavy drop sets. So again. Alright guys, so those are the 5 effective tips that I use to effectively blow up my chest. Now you can use these tips for all of your workouts, but for me in particular, I love training chest, so these are the tips that I use. So if you guys enjoyed that, like, comment, subscribe, comment what you guys want to see next. With all that being said, I tested my limits, time to test yours. Have a good one.